I'm a firm believer that the only wasted art supplies are the art supplies that never get used. These Jack Richardson pastels I've had for 10 years and they've barely been touched because on one of my moves to a new state, I shoved these pastels into this old plastic container and I lined it with foam and shoved it into my moving box and went on my merry way. And they never got rehomed. They just stayed in that box. So every few months I would find them, pull them out, use them for a project, and then they would be hidden away. These Diane Townsend pastels I bought probably 9 years ago, and they suffered a similar fate. They were organized a little bit better in the packaging that they came in, but these packages were so small and disorganized that they kind of just ended up piled in baskets or in a drawer, and I forgot about them. And that is a waste because these are absolutely stunning. So I want to change that. I want to be able to use the metallic finishes or the pearlescent pastels from Diane Townsend. I want to use those Jack Richardson pastels. So what I decided to do was to get a pastel box to store them in and to organize them out. So I went about researching and comparing different styles of pastel boxes, and this was the style I settled on, and I decided to get the pastel boxes from Jackson's Art Supplies. I found that these were probably the best bang for my buck. I decided to get 2 of their smaller boxes. They have a larger size that is 7 segments per side, and it's quite a bit larger and can hold quite a few more pastels, but I wanted to test out these smaller ones before I committed to a really big one. And I decided to go with this briefcase style because it's really easy to see your pastels all laid out really quickly. So I don't have to relay them out and reorganize them, but I also can secure them down, fold them up, and put them away really quickly. And those are 2 big priorities for me. I like to see my pastels when I'm working and have them all laid out so it's easy to pick out the color I need. But when I'm done, I want to be able to put them away quickly so that I can work on the next project. I also like to be able to put my pastels away really quickly because I have kids and I have dogs and things like that, and I just don't want them getting into the pastels, not just because they can be broken really easily, but because pastels aren't always made from the nicest of ingredients, and I don't want my kids getting into them and getting sick. And this box could do that. I was also really impressed with how much this box could hold. So I had bought a few more Jack Richardson soft pastels, and I wanted to combine them all together, and this smaller box could hold about 200 half sticks, which is a lot of pastels. And I loved that I could organize them in a way that made sense for my brain. So overall, I am really, really happy with this setup. And if you're looking for a way to organize your pastels, this might be a good option for you.